Hello guys and welcome to C Programming Tutorials by Amulya's Academy. We were discussing about operators in C, and in the previous tutorial we discussed about arithmetic operators and increment-decrement operators. Today in this tutorial we'll discuss about relational operators. Relational operators are used for comparison of variables and values. We can check the relation between the operands using these operators. Here, this operator will compare the operands and it will return true or false value. Here true is nothing but it will return the value 1, false is nothing but it will return the value 0. And we can use 6 relational operators in C, and the first operator is equal to or equality. We need to use double equals. This operator is used to check whether the operands are equal or not. We can write this operator like this. Here we have left operands. Next, in the middle we need to use this operator, and here we'll have right operands. So it will check whether the left operands is equal to right operands. Both the operands are equal or not. If both the operands are equal, it will return true. So that is nothing but we'll get the output as 1. If it is not equal, it will return false. That is nothing but we'll get the value 0. If it is true, we'll get value 1. If it is false, we'll get value 0. Okay, so let's see the example for this. So here first I'll take the variables a and b. It will store integer variables, and I'll take a is 10 and b is 1. Next, here in the printf, I'll print the value %d, and here I'll compare a and b. If a is equal to b here, it will print the value 1. If a is not equal to b, it will print value 0. Alright, so let's execute this. Here we know a is not equal to b, so we need to get value as 0. So let's save this and execute this, and here we can see 0. Here a is not equal to b, right? So that's why we are getting false. If I take a is 10 and b is 10, and if I execute this now, I'll get value as 1. That is nothing but true. So this is about the double equal or comparison operator. If I use single equal symbol, that is the assignment operator. If I use double equal symbol, that is the comparison operator, which will compare the left operand and right operand, right? So next we'll discuss about the next relational operator. So the next relational operator is not equal. So not symbol, equal. If you use this, not equal. So this not equal operator also checks whether the operands are equal or not. It also takes left operand here, the operator, and right operand. But here if the left operand is not equal to right operand, that means this condition becomes true, so it will return 1. If the left operand is equal to right operand, so that means this condition becomes false, so it will return 0. So this is the opposite of equal to operator. When the operands are not equal, it will return true, so we'll get the value as 1. If the values are equal, it will return false, so we'll get the output as 0, right? So let's see the example for this. So here I'll take a is not equal to, here I'm checking whether a is not equal to b. Here a value is 10, b value is 10. That means a is equal to b here. So here I'll get the output as false, that is nothing but 0. So let's execute and see. Here we can see we are getting 0. If I change the b value, b1, a10, now I'll get output as true. So I'll get output as 1. Here we can see. So this is about equal and not equal operator. So the next relational operator is greater than. This operator will check whether the operand present in the left is greater than the operand present in the right side. We can use this operator like this. We'll have left operand here, and we'll use this operator and right operand. When the left operand is greater than right operand, so it will return true. That means we'll get the value 1. If the left operand is not greater than the right operand, that means it will become false, so it will return 0. This operator is used to check in the entered number which is the greater number. So let's see the example for this. So here I'll take a is greater than b condition. So a is 10, b is 1. Here a is greater than b. It is true, so we need to get answer as 1. So let's execute this. Let's see the output. And here we can see 1. right? A is greater than B, that is true, that's why we are getting this output. If I take B as 100, now if I check this condition, now here we can see B is greater than A, so this condition becomes false, so we need to get 0 as output, and here we can see. So the next relational operator is less than. We can write the operator like this, okay? So this is less than operator. So this operator will check whether the operand present in the left side is less than the operand present in the right side. So I need to use here this symbol. So it will check the operand present in the left side is less than the operand present in the right side. If it is true, it will return 1. If the left operand is greater than right operand, then it will return false, so we'll get output as 0. So let's see the example for this. This is the opposite of the greater than operator. So here we can see A is less than B. So A is 10 and B is 100. So in this case it is true. So let's execute and we'll see. We need to get output as 1 here. And here we can see we got output as 1. Suppose B is 1 and A is 10. Now A is not less than B, right? A is 10 and B is 1. So we need to get output as false, that is nothing but 0. So let's execute this and here we can see. Okay, so the next operator is greater than or equal to. So we can write like this, greater than or equal to. So this operator will check whether the operand present in the left side is greater than or equal to operand present in the right side. So here we'll have left operand and right operand, and here this operator will be used. It will check the operand present in the left side is greater than or equal to right operand. Okay, it will check for the greater than as well as equal to. If it is true, it will return 1. If it is false, it will return 0. So the difference between the greater than operator and greater than equal to operator is, in the greater than or equal to operator, we are checking for the greater than as well as equal operands. If suppose the left operand is 10 and right operand is 10, here it will check whether the left operand is greater than right operand or left operand is equal to right operand. Here left operand is equal to right operand, so it will return 1. So here greater than or equal to. Here in our example A is 10 and B is 1. Here A is greater than B, so it will return true. So we need to get output as 1, and here we can see. And also if B value is 10, then also it will return true. If I use just A greater than B now, it will return false. But when I use A is greater than or equal to B, it will check for A equal to B condition also. So now if I execute this, we'll get output as true, 1. But if I just use A greater than B and if I execute this, here we can see it will give false because A is not greater than B, right? A and B are equal. It is not greater than B. That's why we are getting false. If I use greater than or equal to, I'll get it as true. Greater than or equal to operator will check whether the left operand is greater than the right operand or whether the left operand is equal to right operand. And the next operator is less than or equal to. First you need to use the less than symbol, then equal to operator. This also works same as the greater than or equal to, but here it will check whether the left operand is less than the right operand or left operand is equal to the right operand. If the left operand is less than right operand or if the left operand is equal to right operand, it will return true. So we'll get output as 1. Otherwise it will return 0. So let's see the example for this. Here I'll take less than. So here A is less than or equal to B. So here A is 10 and B is 10. So we need to get the output as 1. That is true because here in this case A is not less than B but A is equal to B, right? So let's execute this. And here we can see I'm getting 1. That's nothing but true. A is 1 and B is 10. Now also we'll get output as true because A is less than B. A is not equal to B but A is less than B. So we'll get the output. Here we can see true. But if A is 10 and B is 10 and if I just use less than symbol, not less than or equal to operator, and if I execute this, now I'm getting 0 because here A is not less than B. 10 is not less than 10, right? 10 is equal to 10, but 10 is not less than 10. So that's why in this case it will return false. But when I use less than or equal to, at that time it will return true. So this is about the 6 relational operators in C. You can use these relational operators with the floating point numbers also, but sometimes you may not get accurate values because of the round off errors. So when you round off the floating point values, you may not get accurate value, and because of that you may not get proper output sometimes. So you need to be careful about that while using the relational operators with the floating point numbers. So here we have an example which contains all the relational operators. Here we can see I'm taking A, B, C, A as 10, B as 15 and C as 15. And here first we are checking whether B equal to C, not equal, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to symbol. Let's execute this. So here we can see 15 is equal to 15, true, so we are getting 1. 10 is not equal to 15, true, so we are getting 1. 10 is greater than 15, false, so that is why we are getting 0. 10 is less than 15, true, so we are getting 1. 15 is greater than or equal to 15, true, so we are getting 1. 15 is less than or equal to 1, true, that's why we are getting 1. Okay, so in this way you can use the relational operators in C. So that's it for now guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will meet you in next class. Till then, take care.